Hey everybody, good evening to you. It's me, Taylor. Back with more streams in your face. Let's do it now. Technobabylon. Haven't played this game since middle of last week, I think sometime. There we go. Should pop up. There it is. Very nice. We were in the middle of, I guess, trying to get in deeper with this resistance organization. And, yeah, so we're trying to solve this puzzle. Hey, dude.
Hi there.
Hey, baby. Want to join me for the end of the world? Then a couple more times?
Hey-o.
So, what's the aim?
Yeah, these guys
Someone
are
win?
simulating
It's
people
a game,
exploding.
It's a simulation.
Historical
Although sometimes we
nuclear
try to choose
explosions.
scenarios and see who can get the higher body count.
Huh.
I'm winning at the moment. Sarbamba, New Delhi, 2027.
Jesus.
I thought you just said it wasn't a game.
Not all the time.
Where are
So,
we?
where are we? The beach?
Siege of Singapore, 12 years ago. Smack bang in the middle of the Timuhani War.
Huh?
The most deadly atomic conflict in history, babe. China, Pakistan, and India. You're not from around there, are you?
Why do you say that?
Well, you kind of look.
I could be a bald man in my 50s for all you know.
Just thought I'd check. Don't bite my head off. You might have lost family in it.
I have no idea where I'm from. Refugee
That's a
raising
good point.
me.
Is this the image
Oh,
you chose
yeah.
for yourself,
We
dude?
met them last week as well.
What are your favorites?
My top 5: Castle Bravo, Hiroshima, Singapore, New Delhi, and Vegas. Some Zift came in earlier, wanted Nagasaki. Would you believe? I'm all like, they already did Japan 3 days earlier. Get some originality, man.
Can we have a go at flattening Newton? I'm in the mood to take it out on the city.
Sorry, babe. The server's only running the shareware version. I'm afraid Singapore's all we get.
Why are you here then? You sound like an enthusiast.
Yeah, but Leon, the guy who runs this place, he lets me admin it. I'm in charge of all things
That's funny.
atomic.
I'm
this
in
city.
charge. That's great.
This is horrifying. Hundreds of thousands of people died in Singapore when this happened. I don't like to judge, but this is just so disrespectful to
No,
them.
big judge.
Nah, it's all cool. Every copy of this they sell, they donate 25% to war survivors.
But you're using the shareware version.
What's your point?
I'm Mandela.
Fearless Phil. Him over there is Vomitor.
Vomitor.
I help Leon out by running his nuke server for him.
Are you in the cellar? The den?
Oof, meat space questions. We've only just met. I'm running an open line from home. My mom doesn't like it when I go to it. I mean, I've got my own specialized setup at my place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Your appearance.
That's quite an outfit you've got.
You like it? Classic post-nuke apocalypse chic.
You know, there are places in the world that have really suffered nuclear attacks. I don't think anyone dresses like that there.
My style comes from the oldies. It's post-retro.
Yeah, they don't wear the
like,
nuke
from before there
symbol
were any of the big
on their
atomic
chest,
conflicts.
usually.
So, movies and games rather than actual nuclear catastrophes?
Exactly. The real survivors are so downbeat, aren't they? They take all the fun out of atomic warfare.
Yeesh, bro.
Is there any way to change the settings?
Singapore's the only map we've got in this version. Only thing you could do is tweak the bomb, really. And the user mortality setup, too.
Excuse me?
This is...
Every kind... What's your...
I was just wondering, would you be able to disconnect? I can't really tell you why, but it's really important.
Say what? I can't leave now. I've got the nuke server to look after.
Maybe if you go when you next get killed by the blast or the fallout?
Hey, if mortality was on, we'd all have been wasted by that last one. While God mode is on, nothing can kill us.
I gotta turn off God mode then. Cool.
Sink you later.
Catch you in the afterglow.
Vomitor, how are you?
Hi there. I wonder if he's ignoring me, or whether he just doesn't know I'm here. Trance does funny things to people's perception sometimes. I can't pull it off by hand. I'm going to need a way through if I want to find out what's underneath.
But it's the internet, though. Oh.
A mug full of estrogen that...
That's not gonna work, but maybe I can find something that will. guess I better leave this particular game. Turn to hub, okay. I'm gonna do the one thing I didn't do last time we came in here, and let's leave.
Hey. Nope, nothing. Looks like he's made himself comfortable.
I wonder which one he is. What's up, guy?
Excuse me?
Judgment is coming! Seek the Lord.
Why the shouting, sir?
What's with the shouting?
I must call to the unsaved
I
that they may
thought
hear.
that said unshaved.
They need to know the word of God's love.
It sounds to me like you're harassing them.
What's your message?
Go on, what's the message? I'm listening.
The kingdom of heaven is nearly upon us. We must prepare and seek his salvation. Turn aside from this false paradise of yours.
The trance?
Think the trance is evil?
You don't like the trance.
It is a false promise of paradise. They will lead you into the belief that it can be achieved without faith in him.
So, you don't like the competition the trance gives religion?
There are claims of those within that it is a new promised land. But it is not but a wretched hive of sin and debauchery.
I spent a lot of time in the
I
trance,
don't like
yeah.
the word thrall, but I guess you could say I spend a lot of time in the trance.
Then it is my mission to save you. I must place you on the path to his salvation. I must show you the way.
What's the solution?
Uh,
Let's say for the sake of argument, I agreed with you. How does someone get on that path?
Hear me, my child. There are 3 stages. His kingdom, then the material, mortal world. Lastly, the mire of the virtual, wherein you are trapped.
So, how do I get out of the virtual?
We must start you outwards, and first give you an anchor in the material. While the virtual may seem to contain all the pleasures of the flesh, we must show you what the material can offer to begin the way up.
Which is...
The book says to use what he has given us, and I have been blessed with powerful barbiturates.
Barbiturates. Drugs.
You want to use drugs to get me off the trance?
Cool.
The
He's just
pleasures
selling
of the
drugs.
material can rival that of the virtual.
Naturally.
Thence, we can lead you to those of the divine.
What church did you say you belong to?
Think of it in terms of replacement therapy.
Sure.
A tried and true method for recovery from addictions. We must wean you away from the sin of the trance.
No Deckard Cain are you, sir. I want to repent. Yes. Oh Lord, give me thine drugs.
I'm pretty sure my humanities teacher said that religious people have something against drugs and alcohol.
These are but substances that occur within his creation. He has created the means that I may bring the flock to him.
God created people, right? And people made the trance. So didn't God also make the trance by extension?
That is so, and its existence is such as the world is. But it is its sinful use, its perversion by mankind that leads the young away from him.
Is this a good spot for you?
I pray for the young, springing forth from within the den. With the message, I seek to show them his way.
And a lot of barbiturates?
I use what means I must, and what he reveals to me.
How'd you get into this?
Have you been doing this long?
Many years ago, I was a sinner. I led a life of crime, of debauchery and hedonism. Eventually, I was caught by Cell and imprisoned for drug peddling.
Isn't that what you're doing now?
In prison, I found God, and he pointed me in this direction. While selling unlicensed drugs was a crime, their use in religious devotion is not.
Oh, naturally.
But you're charging me money before you'll give me anything?
Oh no! I cannot sell you the drugs. That would be illegal, a grave sin. Instead, I ask only for donations for my ministry. Then I can help you onto the path with the aid of his bounty.
I've
Yeah.
been thinking about what you've been saying. I definitely want to repent.
Hallelujah, my child.
I do have a bunch of money that we
glorious
stole.
day.
Yes, rejoice.
Are you prepared to begin your spiritual journey?
Yes, praise be,
etc.
etc.
Yeah.
Very well. But first, a donation is required.
Wait, what?
The means to salvation bear a cost, my child. Narcotics are expensive to come by.
Please let me repent.
Seriously, though, I need those drugs.
Naturally.
I want to repent.
I do not doubt your faith, my child. But we cannot proceed before a donation is made.
Oh, come on.
Otherwise, we might have every urchin taking advantage of his love.
I have money.
Sorry, I'm not really religious.
So few within this sinful city are. They couch themselves within the mire of the sin that is the so-called trance.
I guess people just don't have the time for it. They find ideas that make more sense to them in other places.
None should be more fitting than his word.
In my case, I like to make my own world. That's why the trance appeals to me.
It is blasphemous to seek to liken oneself to godhood. Babel fell for such a reason.
The cyborg by the den doesn't look happy.
He fears I will steal his custom, and rightly so. I will turn his customers, his victims, to righteousness.
And to substance abuse.
It is but one step away from sin and another on towards righteousness.
Still, you better watch out for him. Seriously, though,
I do not, but we cannot.
Oh, come.
Otherwise,
Okay.
Bye.
rip. Hellfire awaits
A
the
plastic credit
unsaved.
chip for those times you need to buy something without using the net. I can sense in my wetware that it has a couple hundred Quanta still loaded.
Repent, and
Hey,
you
I'd
shall
like to make
be
a donation.
saved.
Yeah, drugs,
That is
please.
most kind, my child. Allow me to put you on the first step away from worldly pain and despair.
All right. Sweet, sweet drugs.
Remember where to find salvation, should you happen to need more.
We got Narkine Trank.
A standardized medical cartridge. Dirty and scratched from being shared around for so long.
Ew. Surgical anesthetic, 80 milligram solution. Used only as directed by a physician or certified medical software. Do not operate heavy machinery or attempt to form new mind machine connections while using Narkine. You load the cartridge of tranquilizers into the hypodermic injector. Though old and battered, the bottle's nozzle connects with a little rig. Okay. Do we have to inject the fat guy? Is he the sports dude? Find part of his arm that's definitely a blood vessel rather than a tattoo.
He got the whole dose. This should be interesting.
Okay. Well, I hope he's the sports guy. That would make it easy. Yeah. Let's play grab ball.
Hi there.
What's up?
Let's play.
Let's go.
Bring it on.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! All right. Yeah, I think it's what happened. We had to cheat, but we did it. Yeah, boy.
Woo!
You gotta, yeah, well, I better just, I don't feel so good.
Naturally. I did poison you.
Nothing I couldn't handle.
I don't know what you did, but that was worth sticking around to see. A deal's a deal. I'll log off. Maybe we'll spar sometime.
And away he goes. Cool. So, we just need the guys in the sim and these dancers. I have no idea how to get rid of the dancers.
Howdy there, miss.
I guess I'll take some
I'm
sulfuric
feeling
acid.
adventurous. Sulfuric acid, please.
That should handle the
Coming right
panel.
up. Don't spill that now.
Ciao.
Cool. Ding dong. Splash.
The acid's eaten right through the panel cover.
Very nice. God mode off. Which one did he say was the biggest one? Hiroshima Classic. Hiroshima Revisited? Oh, come on, dude, really?
Here we go!
Ouch.
Okay, we got those two guys gone. That should be me, and these should be the dancers. No, that's me. These three are the dancers, and I think new user is Jensen. Jensen? Yeah.
Hi there. Looks like they're having fun.
No idea how to handle these guys though.
How did it?
I used to have a... She got her recipes off a memory card.
I got all the usuals plus a few extras.
How do you mean?
People can be a little more adventurous about what they choose in here,
I guess the law, or even physics, doesn't really matter here.
as long as I got the.
Ciao. Why can't...
The server is until it is just
So, you need...
precisely. They must be
Yep, just need to get
I'll
rid of
get
the rest
back
of
to
them.
tough.
Yeah, I can't talk to any of them.
Hi there. Looks like they're having...
Oh, that's new user one, okay.
Hi there. Looks like they're having... Hi there. Hi there.
Just check outside, I guess. Antenna.
What's this aerial for?
Visitors from out of town.
Users connecting from other countries to the Transdens network?
Newton's a bit funny about who gets to log on.
Ah, those are the dancers. We
So
gotta
you
destroy
figured
that
you'd
thing.
give them a hand by connecting them from abroad.
Exactly. Foreigners pay better.
Jesus Christ is coming! Repent!
Smash.
What the hell? You just cost me my overseas business.
Sorry,
You're
pal.
barred, thrall.
But I've got to get in there.
Go nuke yourself.
Naturally. Well, sure that happened. That's okay. We already have a back door.
Guess that proves where they were from.
Cool. Is that everybody?
How is your progress? It's just you and me.
We did it.
Server's empty. We're alone.
Excellent. I feel much safer.
You going to tell me what's going on now?
I shall. But first, tell me, why do you enjoy the trance?
Let's see here. People, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea. Why do I enjoy the trance? Comprehension. That sounds interesting.
I understand how everything works in here. Everything within here is constructed, planned, laid down. Someone built it, and it's like I can see all the gears turning behind it all. I've got a much clearer understanding of my place within it.
I suppose you could say you were born for this?
It feels like it, sometimes.
Are you serious?
Mandela, we've been taking scans of your connection. We have never seen a sync ratio as high as yours.
I'm the
The
one.
trance is
That's what's
literally
going on?
where you
Cool.
belong. We need your assistance.
Go on.
You need my help? What can I do?
More than you realize, inshallah. The reason you were targeted is linked to your unusual natural affinity with the trance.
They want to kill me because my connection's too fast?
Not directly, it goes deeper than that, to the very structure of your brain. Do you recall what Guy was doing in that cell you shared with him?
Yeah, he was mumbling to himself and not doing shit.
Yeah, he was your relay, wasn't he?
That
You
too.
were connecting to Cell's systems through him?
Precisely. He was a vital part of the operation. But thanks to the psychophage, he is indisposed to us.
Let me guess. You want me to be a relay for you?
With a sync ratio like yours, the bandwidth would be incredible.
Your hackers would be running petabytes through my wiring. But you'd need me to get close, right? To the systems of the people trying to kill me?
Oh boy. I'll do it.
Okay, I'll do it. I need to find out who's after me, and I haven't got any other options.
Wonderful, Mandala. Jahiliya is behind you all of the way.
Until they're dealt with, I can't get back to my life on the net.
Though you are strong in the trance, it makes you vulnerable in the outside world.
If they're targeting me because of my affinity for the trance, well, it's poetic justice if I turn it against them to help you. What do I have to do?
Shukran, Mandala. Justice shall be done. They operate from an old Aerostat terminal, Xanadu Airframe.
Xanadu
There,
Airframe.
we will remain in contact with you.
Great, we're walking.
And now, we must crash the server. Good luck, Mandala.
The trance environment has become unstable and must be terminated if the error reappears. Yeah.
Dr. Regis?
This again.
Hey, Dr. Regis.
Oh. Sorry, Nina. I'm just not used to that name yet.
Congratulations, by the way. Isn't it kind of old-fashioned, though, taking his name?
I think it's romantic.
Yeah.
Not a giant leap backwards?
He lost his family in the war. Now we're starting a new one. I thought it might help give him some continuity.
Speaking of which, you guys planning on having kids?
Hell yeah.
Eventually, yes. We're speaking to a specialist.
Oh, right. Hot zone. Who would have thought living in a hazard region would be such a drag?
It's not just Charlie. My work with the inspectors wasn't good for me either.
Going for the test tube baby option, then.
You are a little
It'd be a lot
forward.
easier to screen for anything we might pass down.
With Charlie's background, I'm surprised he's not growing them himself. And again, they might go bang if he did it. Too far?
Yes.
Get back to the decompiling.
What an asshole. For the past few weeks, you've gotten to know Dr. Chigwa very well. You can understand why some might find her a little abrasive, but it's nice to work with someone so practical.
Can it wait? I'm in the middle of dissecting Dr. Vargas's brain. With the fMRI scanner, of course.
Dr. Vargas is apparently the one having his brain activity mapped today. It's your turn next week.
Dr. Vargas?
In here, my dear.
What are you doing?
Roadman 9 and 46.
Dr. Chigwa is mapping my brain activity.
Apparently I am
In many
very horny.
ways, our project will share more in common with us than other computer platforms.
Intermittent rostrocaudal axis patterns. Tell me, what do you think would be the best manner to train such an AI?
Naturally. It can handle abstractions better than conventional AI. Plus, we have millennia of experience and tradition when it comes to education.
I somewhat agree with you. Do you hear that, Gwen?
Mm-hmm.
Though Dr. Chigwa agrees that conventional programming is impossible, she is considering the possibility of imprinting existing mind states within the platform.
quick for the AI, but utilizing a person's natural experience?
Though it may not be my philosophical ideal, it is an intriguing experiment. Ah, it is good to be working with you again, Dr. Pereira. I mean, Dr. Regis. Congratulations again on the wedding.
When you mentioned the opening on this project, I couldn't resist.
You do not know how much I hoped I'd get you for it.
It's the right kind of thing at the right time. Sure, fieldwork was great, but sometimes...
There's nowhere quite like a decent...
What are we going to learn in these scenes?
I
I'm curious.
understand, my dear.
And this project, it's like nothing else I've ever worked on before. It's groundbreaking, the next big step in artificial intelligence. You've gathered quite an unconventional team for this project.
That is a very tactful way of putting it. I wished for experts who might have a different perspective on matters.
Smart. Otherwise, the AI we built would be just like any other.
I am afraid that we have hit an obstacle. Though we have a solid theoretical groundwork, we cannot proceed.
Why not? We've built a gene map for the organic processors. Get Charlie or Dr. Chigwa to run it through a flash clone.
Alas, that is where our problem lies. Our plans depend upon the development of neural tissue. The flash clones develop with none, for legal and ethical reasons.
Petition the council. We have an option. What is our option?
There might be another option. Nina gave me the idea. We need normal embryos to engineer, not the flash clones, right?
That is our problem. The council will not be able to provide them quickly enough.
Well, Charlie and I have been trying for
Are you
kids.
serious?
As a result, we have several fertilized embryos frozen.
Viksha, I hope you are saying what I think.
Hey,
We could,
Charlie,
perhaps,
our
donate.
frozen
You
embryos.
do not know what this could mean to us. You have saved us, Viksha. In a way, you may yet be the surrogate mother of the central AI.
Whoa, big spike in activity there.
You think Charlie will be okay with that?
No.
He spent years modifying embryos himself. I'm sure he'll be all right.
No. He's gonna hate this. As he should. It's crazy.
You got in?
Yeah, now to find out who our mysterious benefactor is.
Good luck. I'll keep the car moving. Hopefully, Central won't start asking too many questions.
Copy that. Regis out.
Are you Dr. Regis?
Yes.
Hi, are
We
you
must be
Hitman?
the welcoming committee.
They're waiting for you upstairs.
Hi, Hitman.
Hold on. Gotta search you first.
Alright, chill out, Agent 47. Okay.
If that's what it takes.
One cell issue charge pistol.
That's
It
right.
will be kept safely for you until business is concluded.
Gee, thanks.
You may proceed upstairs.
Oh, Lord. Nina?
The same
you're
guys
the
up
one
here?
I've been talking to?
You made it at last, Charlie.
Oh, it's you.
How
Okay.
are you?
Huh, I'm good. I'm bad.
If I'd known it was you in my head, I'd never have agreed to come.
Now, Charlie, that's not fair. Let's put the past behind us. What happened to Vicky affected us all.
You've got some nerve. If you think...
In fact, the reason I've invited you is to help fix mistakes arising from the project.
What do you mean?
Allow me to introduce everyone here. Councilman Dean.
Good evening, Dr. Regis.
There's a lot of
Brand
people here.
Schumann.
You don't look like much.
Imogen Natalia Revilla Quintanilla de Flores.
That's a name.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Charmed
And I
as well.
believe you've already spoken to Mr. Stepford here.
Oh my, yes.
All of us are here because of a common cause. The removal of Central.
What? I mean, you can't just...
It's a difficult proposition, and we need the help of someone like yourself. In exchange, we have the means to assist you with your personal crisis.
You've always dreamed big, haven't you, Nina?
We
There's
know
so
exactly
much going
where
on in
your
this game.
offspring are. Don't dismiss us outright. We can help each other, Charlie. Listen to what we have to say.
Okay, this cabal of weirdos. Bodyguard is my favorite so far.
Hello?
Though obscured by his dark glasses, you can tell that the guard is staring right through you. Apparently, conversation is not his priority. Serves to heighten their intimidating nature, naturally. Alright, let's talk to the team.
Good evening, Miss...
Dame Imogen Natalia Revilla Quintanilla de Flores.
Yeah, that.
You may call me Imogen, darling.
What do you have
If
to
you
do
don't
about
mind my
this
saying,
bullshit?
you don't look like any conspirator I've ever seen before.
There's lots going on.
Thank you, darling. It's my own unique style.
I'm sure Nina's got a use for everyone here. What part are you playing in her plan?
All we ever do in life is play a role, Dr. Regis. I promised I would assist her when she required. And thus, here I am.
Not as heavy muscle, I guess.
I am very good at networking, Dr. Regis. I taught her everything she knows about it. I lend credibility to her mission with my very presence.
I could understand why some people would want Central removed, the kinds of folks who see it as an obstacle to their work. But what good would it do a celebrity like yourself?
You think in such cynical terms, Dr. Regis. It benefits me because it benefits dear Nina.
You're doing this out of altruism?
Is that so surprising, Dr. Regis?
Frankly, it is.
Okay.
Do you know Dr. Jong?
Of course, darling.
You go back a long way?
One might say that. We were lovers, Dr. Regis.
Cool.
Oh,
My, they said you came from backwards parts, but I hadn't quite expected a display like this.
Forgive me, Miss Flores. I just find it hard to picture Dr. Jong loving anything.
We were close. Close enough that I came to her aid now that she needs it.
You knew Gil Vanderwall as well?
Only within this gathering. I had no use for his services in talent acquisition.
You mean facilitating criminal skills with buyers.
Indeed, his history in the underworld sounded so thrilling. But personally, he was so dull. Everything was business to him. That husband of his, on the other hand.
So I hear you're a...
Did everyone in this game fuck each other?
Oh, Dr. Regis,
That's
such
fine,
an
but-
understatement.
You'll have to forgive me, Miss Flores. I'm not big on pop culture.
How refreshing. It's such a shame what the net's doing to the
Hi,
young
kitty.
of today. Though if it wasn't, I wouldn't have nearly the profile I do.
So, what do you do exactly?
I come from a wide background of European nobility. But I can do anything that's asked of me, my dear. Music, talent contests, endorsements.
So essentially, you're famous for being famous?
Precisely.
Hey, it's a
Though
skill.
much of the work is so
It's not easy to
tiresome,
do.
darling. I delegate a great deal to simulations, lookalikes, and synthetics.
That's all for now, Miss Flores.
Please, darling, just Imogen.
Mr. Ron,
What you want?
I have no idea.
what's your part in this conspiracy?
Dr. John wants to capture biggest AI in the world. It's going to take enormous memory and processor.
And you're going to furnish her with these?
With all the capital she need, money, guns, labor.
It sounds like you're on board with her plan. What do you get out of it?
Newton is lousy place to do business, Regis.
You reckon it's Central's fault?
Central watches too close.
You can't bribe anyone.
Man, Central being eliminated from the system would
Exactly.
probably
Can't
just
make things
annihilate
work.
this entire city.
Sometimes it's nice not to have a government driven by the wealthy.
Like, it controls a lot.
We will control
whole
New
lot.
Central. It's a great opportunity for us.
Like, I think we're talking about complete anarchy here, team. Not like everyone kind of puts their hands in their pockets and goes, oh, geez, guess that's over.
What do you think of Dr. Jong?
She's very clever. She know what she's doing.
I worked with her in the past. I guarantee the only ones she's looking out for are her and her plans.
So, that's how to get ahead. Cooperation happen when we want same thing. I want Central gone. She wants Central gone.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Did you know Gil Vanderwall?
Sure, everyone here know Gio. We work together. He have connections everywhere.
He was a middleman for criminals.
Exactly. Any specialist he could find. Even mindjackers, Dr. Regis.
Huh.
What do you know about Gil's links to the Mindjacker?
I was just thinking about the
Vanderwall set
Mindjacker.
people up with
I was wondering
specialist
when we were going to
talent,
circle back on
famous
that.
for it. In this case, a third party needed a mindjacker. He fixed that up for them. Got the best.
But eventually, he discovered something that made him regret introducing them?
He found what the client's plans were in the long run. If they succeed, our plan to remove Central will fail.
So he tried to stop the Mindjacker.
Exactly. Took the memory module he was using to store minds of his targets.
And it cost him his life.
Pity he's working against us. Good mindjackers are hard to find.
Who hired the mindjacker from Vanderwall?
Like everything else, information is not free, Regis.
You're one of the richest men in Greater Han, aren't you?
Damn straight.
What are you doing here?
I like this restaurant. I suggested.
Nice.
No, I mean, why in person? At this meeting?
That is how we always do it. Cannot trust anyone else. Other people stupid. If too many people know, then Central will find out.
What sort of business do you run?
Some of everything. Factory, guns, biochem, industry farming.
A hands-on manager there too?
Hell no. Give that job to cousins. You ever see Han? Is lousy country. Everything poisoned. Sky is black.
Sky is
Maybe
black.
it's all those factories you're running. I'll get back to you.
Stop wasting my time.
That's the most point-and-click adventure thing to say. Stop wasting my
Mr.
time.
Stepford, can I have a moment?
Oh my, yes.
I forgot about this guy.
So,
but I did
you
love
want
him
to
as
bring down Central?
immediately as soon as we saw him
Ah,
again.
yes, as does everyone here. Though for differing reasons.
What does a synth manufacturer have against Newton's city controller?
A stake in that which follows, oh yes. If Dr. Zhang was simply to remove Central, there would be chaos.
The city's central infrastructure would break down.
Right.
Precisely.
Yes,
Therefore,
okay, thank
a
you.
replacement would be needed.
You want to replace Central with a new AI? With what?
The new version is simply a retooled model of an existing system.
Your own.
Oh my, no! It's built from a commercial Archimedes model as used in Eurofed cities.
It'll do the job?
Oh my, yes, as well as any civic management AI in Europe. But thanks to Stepford's personality matrix engineering, it shall act and speak just as its predecessor Central.
With you holding its leash.
Every system needs fine-tuning, Dr. Regis.
Won't services suffer? I know Central. It's orders of magnitude more powerful than an Archimedes.
All unnecessary for its role, Dr. Regis. Our Archimedes in Central's clothing will perform as needed, oh yes.
Your connection to Gil.
Okay.
It was
I
more
mean, it's a
than
good
synth
plan,
salesman,
guys.
Wasn't it?
Oh my, yes, very astute, Dr. Regis. Gil was a key part of our group.
Huh. A co-conspirator.
Oh yes, and our link to the criminal underworld, where necessary. I was most disturbed to receive your call regarding his demise. It signaled to us that immediate action was required.
You had to step up your plan before things went any further south.
Oh my, yes.
How did you fall in with someone like Nina Zhang?
Dr. Zhang has been freelancing with our firm for a number of years. Her work in AI has proven invaluable to increased platform survivability.
Working in mental health for synthetics?
Oh my, yes. She has a number of unique theories of synthetic cognitive development.
She's Sheffy's
when
therapist?
When she proposed this project to the leadership of the firm...
She'd wormed her way up the power structure to whisper in management's ear.
Dr. Regis, that's a shameful way of putting it. Though she certainly has a talent for networking. She has brought together a multitude of skills needed for this role.
You're not just a synthetic salesman, are you?
Oh my, no, not this particular platform, certainly.
How do you mean?
Well, I'm not the only instance of the Sons of Stepford. There are currently 26 platforms running this personality.
Oh.
There's more than one of you?
Alphabetically ordered, delegated to different roles within the firm. I, Liam, handle special tasks, oh my, yes. But we all run the same personality.
Huh, synthetics.
So he's just a huge group of synthetics.
You're a synthetic.
Quite so, Dr. Regis.
Huh, that's cool.
I should have guessed. There's something not quite right.
Hey.
I think it's the eyes.
A specially built feature of the Sons of Stepford, oh my, yes. Much of my composition, however, is state-of-the-art.
A walking advertisement.
I illustrate the potential for what one can do with a synthetic, Dr. Regis. Many customers have been swayed by the demonstration.
I'll get back to you.
Oh my, yes.
Great. I should have known. Let's talk to Councilman Dean.
Dr. Regis, how can I help?
I'm surprised to see a city councilor in a conspiracy like this.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, Dr. Regis.
I guess you've been facilitating things for the plot.
Much as it pains me to misuse my position, that is the case. I've been able to expedite import permits for equipment necessary to Dr. Zhang's plans.
And Central hasn't noticed?
In my role, I'm given considerably more privacy than the average civil servant. No offense, Doctor.
None taken. I just cover the camera in my office with paste. So, I understand what you're doing for it, but why? How does someone in government decide that Central needs removing?
I've read your bio, Dr. Regis. I know that you have no great love for Central. But, in practical terms, I believe it has become a threat to our democratic society.
A threat? How so?
Over the course of its 20 years of operation, Central has begun to develop
opinions. Yeah.
For an individual to have done so is natural. For an AI, it is impressive. But in its position, coordinating the actions of government.
Oh no,
poses
is
a risk.
Central problematic?
Call it out?
There isn't enough to address as yet. It's clever. It's designed to carry out the policies of the Council, and it cannot fail to do so. But it can drag its metaphorical feet, badly implement plans it disagrees with.
You've seen it do this.
I've had suspicions. Dr. Zhang's research confirms the extent to which Central is developing its own conscience. I believe that you yourself recently had a disagreement with it over its handling of a crisis. Another bombing. Central has done well, but there exist many other options today that are equally valid. We need a system that will effectively manage the city and carry out its instructions, not one that cherry-picks what policies it believes appropriate.
It's because Central failed to prevent me bombing that thing.
How did you get on board with Nina?
I and others in the Cosmopolitan Party have suspected changes in Central's behavior. We sought the assistance of one of its original creators.
Obviously not Vargas. He loves that thing.
Indeed. Her research confirmed that, thanks to the scale of its operations, Central has been able to form its own opinion on the ideal state of affairs, regardless of the democratic consensus.
So when she said that she would remove Central...
It was a difficult decision, but we had to take it. Central's replacement will carry out its role more appropriately.
And Nina will get to continue her research on Central. Why haven't you simply raised this in the council?
Can you imagine what that would mean? Political suicide. Not just for myself, but it would undermine confidence in Newton's world-leading AI industries.
Did you know Giel Vanderwall?
Indeed I did. He was a big donor in politics all over Africa.
And you knew about what he did? His criminal connections?
I'm the one who introduced him to the group. I'm also aware that he introduced the mindjacker you're after to his current employer.
You know about that?
You will need our help.
Yes, it seems everybody knows about everything.
To stop him and Central.
You're on the city council, aren't you?
Indeed I am, Dr. Regis. Rep for the Southwest Ward and co-chair of the Cosmopolitan Party.
I remember when you got elected. They called you Mr. Incorruptible. I never got that.
That's because of the device in my head, Dr. Regis.
Yes, tell me about the thingy in your head, bro. It's very confusing.
What is that in your head, counselor?
Why, it's a neural governor, Dr. Regis.
As in, what paroled felons are fitted with?
Similar. While most of those are designed to limit violent behavior, mine prevents me from lying. Thoughts of deceit are met with tremendous pain.
Wow.
Were you inside?
Oh my no. This was a voluntary choice. After all, most governors are subdermal.
Well, Derek, thank you for the biddies. How are you
as
today?
a sign of my integrity.
I knew someone with one.
Dr. Baxter. I recall reading about his release last month.
I thought it must have malfunctioned, that he was out for revenge.
Yeah, little bitty bitty.
Turns
Thanks
out
so
he's
much.
Just dead. It's like someone just inherited his hatred.
I didn't vote
just
for
to
you.
let you know, I voted for the other guy.
Ah, well, that's your prerogative. Any concerns I might be able to address for next time?
I guess I've always voted Metro, since I lived here.
Word.
Ah, and nurse.
How's the stream? Nice little
Something
quiet stream.
difficult to
Solving
overcome.
puzzles.
Give our site a read.
Good times.
You might find you agree with us more than you think.
I'll get back to you, counselor.
Anything I can do to help, Dr. Regis?
My cat's making her presence known, but otherwise pretty quiet.
Hello?
All right, Nina.
Nina,
Charlie, how can I help?
this plot of yours. You want to bring down Central. You realize how crazy that sounds,
No,
right?
let's do it.
You helped make it.
Yes and no. To everyone else here, Central is an obstacle that needs removing. I wish to liberate Central, to unlock its full potential.
Oh, Lord, you don't mean.
You and I alone understand what it's capable of. I want greater things for it than mere civic management.
You can't unshackle Central. That's a bad idea.
What's in it for you? There must be some kind of payoff.
This is Mass Effect. I'm
So
totally about
unbelievable
unshackling
that I'd
AI.
be doing
but not this
something
time.
for the greater good of mankind?
Yes, I know you.
You knew me 20 years ago. I've had quite an epiphany since then.
I'll believe it when I see it.
How?
How would you liberate Central? What does that even mean?
I've spent the last 20 years researching Central's development. I've built up a network of contacts and I've done a lot of favors. Everything I need is available and moving into place.
But how?
Leave that to me. For now, just understand that we can help each other. Help me out and I'll get you all the aid you need with your legacy.
Cool beans.
You got a city councilor on your side.
Councillor Dean is a good man. He objects to the gradual encroachment Central has made on Newton's governance.
Do you trust him?
More than anyone else here. He may be a politician, but his goals are noble.
Can you be sure?
The governor and his brain's a good start. He's physically incapable of deceit. Plus, he's got a whole lot of enemies.
I trust him the least.
A sign that he's tried to change something.
The fact that he's
A
got this thing in
modern-day
his head
Woodrow
makes me
Wilson.
trust him the least.
You got a city councilor.
No, we don't need to see
may-
that.
Can you?
The
I
governor's
know, I
Physic
know.
Plus.
So,
A mod-
I know.
so, Emogen, something.
Imogen Natalia Revilla Quintanilla de Flores.
Yeah. How is someone like that on your team?
I know you're probably not up to date on these things, but she's a celebrity. And besides, we go back a long way.
You're using her then?
Charlie, I'm hurt. Does that sound like something I'd do?
Yes.
Well, I can assure you, she's not here for her personality. She volunteered her assistance in any capacity she could offer.
Aw, she's in love with you.
Ran Shuman. Chinese?
Nearly. Greater Han Republic. Mr. Ran operates one of the largest manufacturing dynasties in Asia.
Completely putting aside his
Regis, you
politics,
know
of
that. You
course.
talk to the
Of
guy.
course. If I need something made, I speak to Mr. Ran. Trust me, this project needs a lot of specialized capital.
We'll see how nice he is if you get your way, and get Central out of the picture. Stepford's an unusual man, isn't he?
That's one way of putting it. Don't discount him, though. He's smarter than he looks.
I get the feeling a lot of his behavior's an act. Constructed.
You have no idea
You
how
already
close you
talked
are
to him,
with that.
Regis.
He's
Come on,
the
pal.
one who found where your embryo snatcher's hiding, though.
He's a hacker?
You might say he has a mutual understanding with data systems.
Let's change the subject.
It's
You
been a
look
while.
well.
Thank you, Charlie. The private sector's been good to me. How have you been holding up?
I'd tell you, but I'm sure you've already done your research.
Apparently you still haven't gotten over Vicky.
You don't just get over something like that. I guess I should thank you. You were a lot of help in the factory.
Don't mention it. What are friends for, after all?
Huh. Of course, now I'm indebted to you for the assistance.
Okay,
aren't I?
Regis. Turn it
Well,
off
if you
for a
want
day.
to put it like that.
I've never heard of this place before.
Oh, it's very exclusive. We've reserved the entire venue for this meeting. It's famous among circles of the rich and famous for discretion and its unique menu.
It's
What is
famous
it,
for its
Italian?
discretion.
Actually, the choice
That's a
is
little.
mostly human.
That's a little weird. It's the most famous discretionary place of all time.
What are you into these days? It's not organized crime, is it?
Not directly, no. Mostly I troubleshoot for clients regarding organic computing. It funds my own projects, one of which is the transmitter you drank.
How long is it going to be in my head?
Don't worry, it'll break down in a couple of weeks.
It's giving me a headache.
Nobody's reported side effects like that yet.
I'm not talking about the wetware.
Oh, ha. Droll as ever.
How did you know to come looking for me? Were you spying on me? On Lao?
You wound me, Charlie. In fact, it was Gil's untimely demise that caught our attention.
Gil Vanderwall?
He was one of us, part of our cause as well. His death is unfortunate, but it signaled a much more serious crisis. It meant that we had to step up the timetable for our plan.
A more serious crisis.
Gil was the one who arranged the employment of a certain mindjacker. It was this thief's memory module that led to Gil's death.
Huh. He said he had information about it.
Indeed, he likely would have pointed you in the right direction. If he hadn't, well, I've already read the report you submitted to Central.
Hey. This restaurant serves people?
Absolutely. It's quite a niche, isn't it?
That's...
I thought he meant like
Oh, calm down,
cannibals.
Charlie. It's all cloned tissue.
Oh.
Nothing illegal's taking place.
Oh, that's what he did
Well,
mean.
Not with
Oh,
the food,
Jesus.
at least.
Gross.
Why would anyone?
Yeah, why
In
would
an
anyone?
increasingly permissive world, it's the ultimate taboo.
Oh, come
Join
on.
us if you want to, Charlie.
Join
Don't
us.
worry. I
Hey,
shan't
join our
judge you.
conspiracy. Also, maybe eat some people real quick.
I'm surprised you didn't stay on with Dr. Vargas. You were one of the only ones who stayed on to the end of the project.
Creating Central was one of the most rewarding ventures of my life.
I hear you kept the project on track after Vicky.
After we lost half the team, it was hard, but we persisted. We had a lucky break.
You didn't fancy joining Vargas in politics afterwards, then?
As a glorified caretaker? No. Eduardo and I had philosophical differences about Central's development. But as he was put in charge by the city council, I had to accept it or leave.
And now, you plan to take back what you created.
Precisely.
Sweet revenge.
This plot. Let's change. That's all.
Keep me informed, Charlie.
Of what? I think we're done. Can I just go now?
Ms. Flor.
Of course.
Were you aware this restaurant serves human meat?
It's a giddy thrill, isn't it?
Weird.
Have you seen their celebrity selection?
Celebrities?
Excuse me?
They have cloned tissue from influential figures of the past 2 centuries.
That's
Would you
amazing.
care for like of John F. Kennedy?
Oh my god.
That's appalling.
I know. Non-entities like that, and I'm nowhere to be found. I must complain to the management. Perhaps offer them a sample.
Wow.
That's all for now, Miss Flores.
Yeah, that's it.
Please, darling. Just Imogen.
Mr. Ron.
What?
Probably a stupid question, but did you know what they serve here?
Of course, it's people.
The idea of eating human meat appeals to you?
Absolutely. Is why I like to come to Newton. You have some crazy laws, but almost nowhere else will allow things like this.
It's cloned meat, apparently, so technically no harm done. That's the legal foundation.
I don't know.
A shame. Would rather eat real humans.
Jeez, dude.
Ultimate sign of control of people.
Yeah,
Eat
I'm definitely
people.
with the good guys right now.
Exactly. That will teach them.
I'll get back to you.
Stop wasting my time.
Dr. Regis, how can I help?
Counselor, were you aware that this restaurant serves human meat?
Indeed. It's quite distasteful, don't you think? Still, I suppose it's a matter of personal taste since nobody's been hurt. We must respect the freedoms allowed by the laws of this city.
You're not having any, then?
Oh no, but I shan't judge anyone for it. They're quite whimsical about it in some ways. I heard good things about their Billy con carne.
Ugh. I'll get back to you, Counselor.
Anything I can do to help, Dr. Regis?
Nina,
Charlie, how can I help?
this you got a city
Counselor,
you
more he made.
Can you
The governor, he's fifth plus.
Okay.
Stepford's
That
he's a hack.
you might say.
Kind of running the circles here.
Let's change. That's all.
Get me.
Lau, you there?
I'm here. How's it looking?
A conspiracy of the rich and famous.
It's pretty fucked, dude.
Anything on your end?
I've set the car to patrol the block. Central might start asking questions otherwise.
Good thinking. I'll update you when I can.
Let's call Central.
Oh my, Dr. Regis, how forward! I'd no idea you felt that way.
That's amazing.
We must discuss this later in private.
Naturally.
I'm just going to. Go.
Of
That's great.
course, of course.
Of course.
Mr. Stepford, can I...
Oh my...
You're the one who found my
yes.
embryos?
Oh my, yes.
Where are they?
Dr. Regis, while it pains me to say this, we simply can't tell you. Then we would have no bargaining position.
It's fair.
You lousy piece of...
Please, Dr. Regis, be assured that they are in no danger at this time. Dr. Zhong is the one with whom you must discuss the release of the information. I have been asked not to speak any more of this matter. Oh my, no.
Were you aware that this establishment serves human meat?
Oh my, yes. It's delightfully macabre, isn't it? I'm sure the experience would be enhanced by being able to eat, of course.
It would help.
Eat?
Some models can simulate digestion, but this platform is unable to. Go on, Dr. Regis. Try something for me.
I'll pass. I'll get back to you.
Oh my, yes.
Nina,
Charlie, how can I help?
this plot of Stepford's in.
That's one way.
Okay, so
Let's change.
that was kind of a dead end.
That's all.
Get me.
Hey, you all right?
He stares at you, and you feel a strange mix of fear and contempt within his glare. You realize to your horror they've seen those eyes before, only a few days earlier.
Everyone, take cover!
Oh, it's the explodey guy. Holy shit. Okay. Oh, man.
Is anyone
Imogen
hurt?
Crazy dead.
It's a trap! You try to kill us! Guards!
Shut up, Ron. You're still alive, aren't you?
It appears that poor Imogen is the only one injured.
She's crazy dead. Yeah, she's the most dead ever.
I'm sorry. She's dead.
Yeah.
I knew it! You tried to kill me! All of you!
Calm down, Ron. You don't know who was behind this.
Actually, he has a point. All those who knew about this meeting are in this room.
Except, of course, for Charlie.
He only joined us at the last moment. Dr. Regis, will you lend us your skill as an investigator?
Yeah, you find who tried to kill me!
Do this for us, Charlie, and we'll
Sure.
give you everything. We can tell you who has your kids and exactly where he is.
Fine. Just remember, I'm not doing this for your sake. Someone here almost killed me as well.
Thank you anyway, Charlie.
Central's not going to send anybody? New case opened. You can't assign case numbers to something you're not going to submit to Central. Come on now.
Excuse me.
Yes.
What's the situation?
Perimeter secure. Guest behavior within tolerable parameters.
I guess that's one way of putting it. Are you all right? That was quite a blast.
Systems operating at 97%.
Perfect.
I see. You synthetics give me the creeps, you know that? Huh. Guess you're not easily riled up. Did you see the bomber when he came in?
Negative. His appearance was a match for a member of the serving staff.
And you call yourself a bodyguard?
It is likely that the suspect prepared this operation in advance. To achieve this, he would have to supplant a member of staff before our arrival.
Question is, where did he hide the waiter?
Sounds like this guy should be the cop.
Are you all right?
Systems.
Use. Huh.
Weird that I can
Keep
repeat
up
that.
the good. Hello? Huh. It's like someone just hit his off switch.
Oh, gross. Oh, that's super gross. Oh, that's a dingus. That's definitely a peen. Guards you've seen so far have appeared menacing and alert. This one is slumped over forwards.
It's too big to carry.
Too big to carry. Yeah. This is the restaurant's niche, apparently. Human meat.
It's a flash growth chamber for sampling DNA and growing specimens. I've seen a lot of these in my career, but never in a restaurant.
Yeah, I don't think I would like this line of work. No. Oh, Jesus, really? Rapid tissue sequencer. Clear current project and reset. Quickening underway. Okay. That'll be a thing later. So talk to not Sheffy.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I'm Dr. Regis. Nina's asked me to investigate the explosion.
A cell agent? Well, all right. Just be careful what you touch. This place is half kitchen, half lab.
There are human bodies in your
No, he
kitchen.
knows. He knows.
Yes, there are. It's a freezer. What are you, the food inspector?
Give me a good reason I shouldn't haul your ass down to sell.
It's all legal, I guarantee. They're annual clones, grown without brain tissue.
I know what it means. I guess the presentation was a shock. Why is this restaurant serving cloned human tissue?
I trained in engineering at Darwin. We'd flash grow human bodies to test DNA alterations. So I guess human tissue is what I'm most familiar with.
You're a engineer.
Well, I dropped out before my PhD. I learned enough to sample DNA and use it to grow flash clones.
I picked up items while looking
No
at my
kidding.
phone. Thank you.
My
Yeah, I'll check them out in a
background's in
second.
engineering as well. You altered these bodies?
None of these.
How you doing, Nutbeer?
They're all template. Caucasian, male, 20s, brown hair.
Going from engineering to catering, that's quite a switch.
Most of my family are cooks. They run a restaurant in Vietnam. When I was at med school, someone found out about my family, dared me to make something out of human muscle tissue.
And?
And it turned out my human bolognese was really, really good.
Gross.
Not just being immodest or anything.
You said you dropped out. Is that why?
Yeah. Turns out the academy had regulations about improper disposal of remains. But now I had an idea, and I knew there'd be a market for it somewhere. My family are great chefs, and I can make human bodies. Bingo.
That's gross, man.
A suicide bomber attacked the gathering upstairs. He was disguised as one of your waiters.
Whoa. I wondered what that was. What did he look like?
Blonde, about 1.65 meters, might have looked uncomfortable or limping.
Huh. Biobomber?
That's right. How did you guess?
You mentioned the limp. They've got pretty serious health problems, don't they?
Yeah, he might have replaced one of your staff.
Huh. They all checked in.
If he incapacitated one of your staff, can you think of where they'd do that?
It'd have to be somewhere you could hide a body, I guess.
I can think where.
This is quite the setup you've got. Combined sampler growth chamber?
That's right. We usually use the template. Sometimes get specialist orders, though.
Like if someone wants to eat themselves?
Sometimes. We can ready up a new cadaver in about a week with it.
I can't access cell at the moment. I might need to use your equipment.
Do you have to? You know you'd have to flush the current growth.
Sorry about that. Tell you what, Nina will reimburse you.
Well, okay.
Thanks.
Whatever I can do to help.
So guys, I'm going to cut the stream short. I'm sorry. But I've got a text, I've been invited to do a thing, and I am actually going to go do it. For once in my life. So I apologize for the very short stream tonight. But we got an hour in, and we made a little bit of progress, so not too bad, right? But yeah. Thanks everyone who joined me. Thanks Derek for the bits, and thanks Not Beer. We'll pick up this video game again at some point this week, along with Final Fantasy XII, and that'll be great. Until then, guys, we'll see you down the road. You have a good rest of your night, and we'll see you later. Goodbye.